Internet Moon Gallery is a non-profit art community hosted on the Moon. The whole gallery works as an online exhibition space where artists and curators can make 360-degree site-specific pieces. This project doesn't aim to extrapolate digital pieces into delimited physical spaces as physical galleries. Its main proposal is to make easier the visualization of this kind of pieces into a comfortable environments such as the personal computer and the own cell phones. Through this intimate relation with the pieces, it is intended to conceive the museum as a personal space. The Moon Project is the process of a personal research about digital art exhibition practices. It was started at the end of 2015. In this moment, my artistic practices were mostly digital, and the exhibitions of my pieces was conditioned by the main interfaces where them was. Most of them screens and projectors arranged in a wall. By the same time, the social medias as Instagram and Facebook disposes an unipersonal grid in which you can fill with your images, but always in a predetermined grid which you can't personalize it well. For this reason, I started to think and make proposals for a modulated space where artists could manage its own environment. By other way, at that moment I was living in a small city and this project helped me to get in touch with artists with similar practices of my interests field. So, by the end of 2015, I began to explore different types of creation and exhibition of this kind of pieces. In order to generate an environment away from the expositive tradition of physical institutions, I proposed a conceptual framework through a series of ironical videos. Through these videos, I aim to show the conceptual basis of the project, its history and the main objectives. This is the introduction video that I made at the beginning of the project.
Internet was created that year. Since then many things have happened, blah 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 blah. The surface web is too full of information, the data flow circulating around the earth is such that makes us difficult to see beyond. The data provided in the World Wide Web layered offer classified information, establishing a flat communication with the user. The CDATP activist group decided it was timely to generate new perspective to Internet, giving qualities of the physical dimension would increase. The relationships established with the environment and the human dimension. Let's restart, Internet on the Moon. The 22nd of February 2016, the activist group CDATP built a robot router Wi-Fi able to withstand the weather conditions of the Moon. 52 hours later the tripulated spacecraft MOFI-16 arrives to the lunar territory. The spacecraft take land in the IMG area, where after several tries to steal the Wi-Fi of the International Space Station, the member of the space crew, Manuel Mensch, install the MOFI router successfully, establishing the first zone with free internet on the lunar surface. To the high costs of production of human transporting ships, we have devised a travel plan that fits to the internet user needs. To start the trip, just search Internet Moon Gallery in your Mind browser and immediately you take Moon, the lunar territory. The first virtual suburb hosted in the Moon corresponds to the Internet Moon Gallery, an exhibition space for artists from any discipline who are able to adapt to the new environment and surf in the craters of the Moon. This reusable gallery will host temporary exhibitions of works of international artists who grant the reproduction rights of the art pieces. This space is completely altruistic and modulable, and it is open to expansions, proposals, or projects.
So, the first exhibition of Internet Moon Gallery started on the full moon night of May 6. Since this night, every full moon are inaugurated exhibitions of artists, collectives and curators. So the whole exhibition calendar is structured by the reference of the moon on Earth, almost 28 days, something like 13 exhibitions per year. The ideological basis of the project doesn't intend to operate through colonialisms and conquests. The lunar space is used as a common territory visible from anywhere in the world's surface. This aspect interests me especially, the use of the moon as a common space-time reference in all places of the planet. Because of this, its exhibition calendar corresponds to the lunar phases, and the white cube of the art exhibitions is replaced by a customizable sphere that works as a known ecosystem. By other way, each exhibition works as a site-specific work and they are accessible only by the Internet. However, this kind of practices are not always made through network. I like to hear proposals, work in groups, make workshops and so on. By this reason, the ways of practices depends of the artist's needs. I seek artists of different profiles that are working on its personal research and want to experiment in its formalization. Each exhibition is scheduled through the contact with specific artists or projects, but sometimes I receive proposals to the mail and we work together in its installation. This creative process forced me to be involved on collaborative projects with lots of artists and, at the same time, learn other ways of creation. With the passing of the exhibitions, the dynamics of Internet Moon begin to give importance to the conservation of the previous exhibitions, and to generate the archive of the moon, where all the exhibitions are stored. Also, I am interested in make changes on the project at the same time as it's developing. In this way, this project is proposed as an uninterrupted research, in which each exhibition, the platform space is rethought by the contributions of the artists who participate in each lunar phase. Through this creative process, the whole archive of the gallery is understood as a site-specific artwork of multiple authorship. In conclusion, Internet Moon Gallery is a research project and a collaborative work, which through online practices, wants to explore aspects linked to the digital pieces exhibition problems. In the same way, it is an art gallery mainly focused on countercultural practices developed by the permeability of the Internet in society. To finish, this is a small video of the artists who have participated in the project since its beginning.